Hello, my name is Juliet Huang and welcome. I'm a pediatrician here in Southern California and I'm putting together this video series for healthcare providers working on the front lines during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is a very stressful time for many of us. Many of us have loved ones that we're worried about and other people around the world. And we're also worried about our own health and safety and our mental well-being. And so I'm finding that during these times, it's been really important for me to just come back to myself and really come back to my practice of mindfulness. And this is a very brief introduction to mindfulness for those of you who are curious. I want to explain that mindfulness is something that we already have, that many of us already use. It's the quality of being awake and aware in the present moment, non-judgmentally. And for me, that's the hardest part, is being non-judgmental, kind of staying back a little bit, being open-hearted. A lot of times in the healthcare world, we have to think fast on our feet and we're rushing from here to there and we're judging very quickly. We're assessing, is this patient critically ill? Is this patient going to be okay? And so we're constantly in that mode that we actually forget to just really check in with ourselves, check in with our hearts, with our minds, with our bodies. And so mindfulness gives us the opportunity to really stop and come back to ourselves. My teacher likes to say it's coming back to our true home. And mindfulness is really the opposite of machine-like thinking, when we are in autopilot, when we are rushing, and sometimes we don't even realize how we got from A to B, but somehow we got them. So during this time of panic and stress and crisis, instead of living up here in our brain, in our anxiety and our worries about the past or about the future, how can we come back to this present moment? My teacher says the present moment is the only moment we have control over. So how are you going to approach each present moment? And I invite you to be open, be curious, be gentle with ourselves, be compassionate. As healthcare providers, a lot of times we're so good at being gentle and compassionate with other people, with our patients, with our clients. And I really invite you during this time that you come back to yourselves and really be as gentle and as kind as you can to yourself. I'm going to be introducing a series of mindfulness practices. Body scan meditation, sitting meditation, walking meditation, eating meditation. Some might resonate with you and some may not. I invite you to explore, to stay curious. And it's in that spaciousness that we have with ourselves and with each other and with the world that we can invite three energies that my teacher talks about when we are mindful. We have the energy of mindfulness, being awake and aware in the present moment, non-judgmentally. The energy of concentration, just focusing on whatever is our anchor in that moment. And I'll be talking more about that in other videos. And then also the most important is the insight that arises. What is this emotion teaching me right now? What is this sensation in my body? What is the pain telling me? What is the tension telling me? And then if we can really take care of that in the moment, there's deep insight, there's deep wisdom, and there's deep compassion. And it's in that energy that we have the energy to restore and heal ourselves and transform ourselves. And my teacher talks about liberating ourselves from fear, anxiety, anger, and despair. And that we can generate the energy to go out and help others. And it's in that deep insight where you might have the idea for some kind of action, for some kind of insight to really free yourselves from the suffering you may be experiencing. So I invite you to just come back to yourselves throughout the day. whether it be in between patients during your lunch breaks, maybe for a moment before you step out of your car, maybe for a moment before you go to bed. And because we are worthy of care and kindness and compassion, especially during these times. And I wish you all the best. May you be happy and healthy. Thank you.